So for the last little while, every time after you drive this thing, when you get out, you can kind of smell burning brakes. And if you put your hand down by this rim, it'll be warm. So that's usually means the brake caliper's sticking. So I picked another one up the other day. So we'll get this tire pulled off and see if that's what's wrong. So this thing just had brake rotors and I believe brake pads put on it back in the summer when we had it safetied. But I think that caliper's sticking, so I'll get it pulled off and have a look at it. It's always a good idea to hold the new part up to the old one just to make sure it's the same, because I have got the wrong parts before, but that looks like it's right, and the bleeder screw's at the top. This isn't working. I can't get a good enough turn on it. These screws didn't seem like they wanted to come out in their Torx head, and they were wanting to strip, so I just brought it in and put it in place. Oh my God. Yeah. Just had to cheat a little bit. So these two bolts that I just took out of here and here, that's where the caliper slides back and forth in to stay centered on the brake rotor when you press on the brakes. And if they get gummed up, you can lube them up. Like that one's all pitted. You can just clean them and try and re-lube them, but sometimes it's just better to replace the whole caliper, because in a month it'll just be doing the same thing again. So I'll get those brake pads pulled out of there and get them switched over into the new one. That's the outer. What the f? Somebody really used their muscles to put those in. So these usually always come with some sort of lube on them, and I always like to put a little bit more on them. So this is silicone brake lubricant. You can use anti-seize, something like that, or just regular grease. Something's better than nothing, but I'm gonna go with this stuff. You gotta install these two. These clip on here, and then the pads slide back and forth on these. It's not a bad idea to put some oil of some sort on the back of these, but just make sure you don't get it on the brake material. So these are the new slides. I'm all lubed up. Okay, so now that's everything's tight. This freely slides back and forth, so when it squeezes on the brake pads, it applies pressure evenly on both sides, so it doesn't wear one pad out faster than the other. Okay, pump them. Keep pumping. Okay, stop. Okay, give it a pump. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now pump it a couple times. Does that feel hard? Okay, that should be okay now. So I checked the brake fluid and it was a little bit low, so I got it topped up. This truck takes .3 brake fluid. And that's right up to the full line. So I'm just driving back from town. I just went and returned the old brake caliper to the parts store, and this thing seems to be working good now. Got back from town and that rim is not hot at all, and that was about 20 minutes of driving, so that's good. That's fixed.